There's a scene in this film where the two of you get to have a fight in a public street in New York City.
I don't want to fight about money with my boyfriend.
Do you know how hard it is to make you happy?
And I'm curious what that was like. Was that something that was like cathartic or like aspirational?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, it was a tough day for me. That was, that's one of those days where you are on a public street and you do have a lot of looky-loos kind of watching you perform, and
you were mostly just overheated.
It was a hot day. I was a little testy, which I was trying to channel into the scene.
You did.
It was, I was not thrilled that day. We'll leave it at that. I was a little moody that day.
I mean, I think that works for it. Dakota, what about you?
I mean, it's just kind of one of those horrible, amazing, surreal, beautiful, grotesque moments of our job where, like, you wish it felt good and it feels bad, but then it was very real, it was very, we were fighting in the middle of the street, like truly in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, people watching and honking
between action and cut, it was amazing, and then after cut was like, help.
Dakota, your character has a kind of custom drink order in this.
What do you want?
Coke and beer.
Hey, buddy.
I'm curious if you guys have a go-to when it comes to a situation like that.
Do you have a custom drink? What's your drink?
A custom drink
What's your
order?
drink?
I'm like a tequila rocks girl.
Yeah, I'll do like a 1942, a little bit of orange.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, should we get out of here?
Let's go to the bar.
And then lastly, I think it's such a fun movie in that there are three very different characters kind of figuring out what their priorities are. I'm curious, of the three, aside from who you played, who do you most relate to, John, Harry, or Lucy?
I mean,
John.
I
don't know. None of them?
Maybe not. Maybe Harry. I'm a very optimistic guy. I'm a very happy guy. John has a lot of cynicism. John has become a little ossified in life. John has a lot of walls built up. He pushes people away before they have a chance to hurt him, and that's not my nature. And Lucy is, though very wise, also has a very pragmatic compass. I'm a little more of my heart.
You are saying so much.
Too much.
All I said was John.
Yep. See, I gotta know when to, see, John and Lucy wouldn't say nearly as much. Look, remember that happened in rehearsal? And I was like, blah, 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 and you and Celine were like, you're doing it right. This is what the character would be doing. And I was like, oh, okay.